everyone. My name is Christine Luciano. I did my presentation on pollution at White Rock Lake. Before we get started, I wanted to discuss about the history of White Rock Lake. One moment. I'm sorry. So White Rock Lake was, before White Rock Lake was a lake, it was a collection of farms. These farms were owned by the Daniel and Cox family. Records show that the Daniels family moved into White Rock area in the late 1830s to the early 1840s. In 1810, 2,292 acres were purchased by the city of Dallas to create a new lake. During the years of 1900 to the 1910, Dallas had an increase in population between 42,000, from 42,000 to 92,000. This increase of population caused a major increase for the city's supply water. So Mayor Stephen Hay required about the land around White Rock Creek to build this reserve. Fred A. Jones Company began the construction in spring 1910 and completed it in fall of 1910. The dam was about 40 foot high and 15 feet wide. And because of the severe drought during that time, the lake did not start filling until 1914. The city of Dallas purchased the surrounding land around the lake in 1919. In 1929, the city of Dallas transferred the ownership of this land surrounding the lake to the Park and Recreation Department. The lake provided water for the city of Dallas sites until 1930, until Lake Dallas, which is known as Lake Louisville, was completed. From 1930 to 1940, White Rock Lake was known for activities like swimming, water skiing, and speedboat racing. In 1952, the city of Dallas was in another drought, and Dallas water utilities relied on the lake for water resource. And also in 1952, J.W. Bass, he ordered a city ordinance, basically a law, to ban swimming. And to this day, it's still in effect because he felt that if Dallas used White Rock as a water resource, why would we be using this water resource if people were swimming in it? So this ban is still into effect to this day because of that. So these are pictures where you see this man sitting down. That was White Rock Creek, and this is the dam when it was being constructed. So these are pictures I was able to find from the 1950s when White Rock Lake was a very popular destination for people to visit in the city of Dallas. So this was a hangout spot for 4th of July, speedboat racing, the pontoon boats. This is like the spillway. So now we're going to talk about White Rock Lake from the beginning to the end. So White Rock Creek starts from Frisco and it comes all the way down to the Trinity. So right here in the middle, well, more not like a little bit south in the middle, this is where White Rock Lake is. So these pictures are the headwaters of White Rock Creek in Frisco, Texas. So now in the new developments, developers are building the canals wider because the canals used to be cement, skinny, very narrow, and now they're making them wider, and they're building, I would say, like water fountains to make them more prettier for the residents of Frisco. And this is White Rock Creek. So the creek runs about 23 and a half miles south until it gets to White Rock Lake. And then after it reaches the lake, it runs about another 8 miles before it reaches the Trinity. So here we have the White Rock Lake spillways. This is located at the intersection of Garden Road and Winston Drive. The creek runs along Tennyson Court Golf Course and under Interstate 30. It continues until it gets to Military Parkway in Syene, and then where it goes to the Trinity River. So now we're talking about the current pollution at White Rock Lake. In March 14 of 2020, Plano City officials reported that there was a BIOL failure at the North Texas Municipal Water District facility. This failure allowed water to enter the pump and motor compartment, which flooded the station and shut down the mechanical equipment. The sewage overflowed 3 manholes on West Plano Parkway. This failure caused 1.5 million gallons of raw sewage from the city of Plano to spill into the creek that feeds White Rock Lake. So the state environmental officials launched an investigation. City of Plano estimated that 500 gallons of sewage flowed per minute. This overflow went on for 38 hours before it was stopped. Because of the sewage spilled into White Rock Creek, Dallas Parkway recreation officials had to suspend all water-related activities at White Rock Lake. Park officials advised residents not to fish or enter the water because of Dallas utilities found elevated bacterial levels of E. coli at White Rock Lake. The city of Plano came back and claimed that their tests show that the creek water returned to normal and no additional monitoring were needed to be done or any kind of cleanup. Both the city of Plano and the city of Dallas reported that there was no kind of damages towards the aquatic life. Thankfully, the spill did not affect any kind of the drinking water for the city of Dallas. Hunter Steven, assistant deputy for the North Texas Municipal Water District, stated that he couldn't share how much sewage water ended up at White Rock Lake. So to me, that was kind of disturbing. That was very disturbing. I'm not kind of, but very disturbing. So now it's, how can we preserve White Rock Lake? Where they find it, well, they call it the crown jewel of Dallas, the oasis of Dallas. I found 2 organizations that people could become members of. One is the White Rock Lake Conservatory. This one you have to pay $50 a year. It's a form of a nonprofit organization. It's made up of fellow residents and lake lovers. They made restorations towards the stone tables, pavilions, restroom, making them more ADA accessible. This is an original drawing of the 1930s of the lily ponds. So here's some pictures that I was able to find of the updates of the restrooms, the stone tables that, they were able to do updates of the lighting, the trash cans, and then this is the lily pond that they have now, a natural spring coming through here. This is another organization called For the Love of the Lake. It's another nonprofit organization based. This is solely based on volunteers, and this is what they do to help preserve White Rock Lake. They do host monthly cleanups. They plant trees, raise money to help fund improvements that benefit White Rock Lake. Thank you.